How you doing, guys? Happy to be here, answering some questions for
Yep.
my day yesterday.
We spent, 4 or 5 hours yesterday at Disney Springs and walked around, did some videos, took a lot of pictures, checked things out. And we wanted to talk to you all about what we saw. Um, we first went in, they had two garages open, the lime garage and the orange. But the lime garage was not available at that time. Everybody had to go in the orange garage. Interesting thing, when I left about 1:30, 2 o'clock, Alex left a little bit after I did. Um, the lime garage hadn't opened. It wasn't open when you left, was it, Alex?
No, not at all. It was strictly just the orange garage yesterday, for sure.
And it still wasn't even half full. I mean, there was a lot of empty parking spaces in it.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, Alex, tell us what you saw when you got it. Once you got out of the car.
Once I got out of the car, I went ahead and parked in the first level, took the escalator to the second level, to the bridge that crosses right over to Disney Springs. As soon as I got to the second level, you can see from afar that the Disney cast members, fully masked, of course, would direct you to a temperature gauge person that was actually a nurse from a hospital that, of
Advent
course,
Health.
Advent Health. That's right, and I'm glad they were there. I thought it would be a cast member taking your temperature, but glad it was an actual trained nurse. And of course, if your temperature was under 100.4, you would be let in without any issue. And it was fairly easy. I barely even noticed that my temperature was red. It was quick and painless.
Yeah. And what they're doing if your temperature is above that is they send you to a second staging area where your temperature is taken again. If it is above 100.4 at that time, then they will ask you to leave. And from what we've been told, if it's under 100.4, either 15 or 30 minutes, I don't remember which, I want to say 30, they will check it again since they had two completely different readings to determine if you can come on property. That's pretty much what we found out.
Just
Uh,
about right.
yeah. Uh, when you got to this point, you also had to have a mask. And this gentleman was great. Alex and I ran
One
into him.
that's right. One of the best hats I've seen. He made it himself, and he got stopped every once in a while with people wanting to ask and take pictures because that was a wonderful hat. And the great thing was that he had the new color scheme that Disney's going with, with some pink and gold on the new castle at Magic Kingdom,
He
which was
made
pretty
it out
great.
of craft foam.
That's right.
It was really cool. It was very
It was.
detailed.
That's right. Disney fan all the way.
There was a gentleman in front of me when I went in that he walked up. They told him he had to put his mask on. He put it on. They took his temperature. He started to walk off. He took the mask off again, and they told him he had to wear the mask to stay on property.
That's
So,
right.
yeah, they were very adamant about those masks. I've heard other people say they weren't. I didn't see anybody without a mask.
No,
Alex?
not at all. It was definitely it was a must. You have to wear a mask. If not, they're gonna let you know to put it back on for
Yeah.
sure.
There was one gentleman that we saw that had it below his nose, and a cast member stopped him and told him he had to pull it up.
That's right.
So, I mean, that's always, everybody had masks on.
Yeah, it's a safety for everyone.
Yep.
For the person wearing the mask and for everyone else around them, and it's pretty vital nowadays
We did have
at
a
the
cast
moment.
member tell us this could be the standard. Some of this could be the standard for up to a year, especially the lines and the distances and the number of people in the stores. She said they expect it for a year.
That's right.
All right, you gonna take the next one? About the
Definitely.
meeting?
Oh, perfect. Yes. So they were definitely handling the cleaning very seriously. You can see the cast members cleaning door handles, garbage bins, um, menus, as well as we see in the bottom right. That was actually at the Polite Pig, was it?
Yes.
That's right. And it was just all over the park, all over Disney Springs, that you can see everyone just cleaning, because cleaning is going to be very important to keeping everyone safe.
Yeah. We were a little confused because in Florida right now, all menus have to be are supposed to be one use and throw away. At the
That's
Polite
right.
Pig, they were cleaning them and reusing them, and that's not what the governor has mandated. So, but there were a lot of cleaning crews. Um, there were a lot of cleaning crews, and they were all active and working. One of the things we did notice, there was supposed to be quite a few hand washing stations. We only saw 2, and I didn't see them, but Alex saw 2.
Yes, the hand washing stations were the actual water and soap for your hands, where you pump it with your foot. Didn't see quite, didn't see those as much as we saw the Purell hand sanitizing stations, which were definitely spread all around Disney Springs, and I use them quite often as well.
Yeah, there were some of those. All right. We also were checking a lot of the businesses, and there were a lot of directional errors. You want to talk to us about?
Yes, so definitely just like car lanes on the street, there were directional arrows for the for mainly for the narrow passageways, which of course would be the bridges that's outlined here. So definitely going, just different against each other, to avoid walking.
On top of each other.
Exactly right.
There are some people that said, "Hey, can we keep this all the time?"
Yes, it just made things a lot easier for everyone, I believe.
Exactly. And the arrows were going in the same direction as our car lanes in the US.
That's
um,
right. They
we
might
also
confuse the Brits a little bit, but they'll get the hang of it once they're here.
right. We also noticed that the stores, you see how quiet it was yesterday. Um, age of the guests, we saw babies in strollers like 6, 7 months old, and senior citizens. So all over the place.
Yes, lots of families. People were just enjoying being out at Disney Springs. Um, as as usual, I know everyone's been cooped up for so long that just being out and about at Disney Springs is a fresh of breath air for sure.
Everybody needed that little pixie dust yesterday. One
And they definitely got it.
of the things we noticed are the stores, if they have dual entrances and exits on the ground, even if they weren't open, they're already preparing. They would say entrance only or exit only. And then outside, they would have every 6 feet marked off for people to stand. Every business that had dual entrance and exits has them marked. So it's going to be monitored, I would say, very closely. And
Exactly.
people were outside at the businesses that were open, counting the people going in.
That's right. Yes, I ate at I got a cookie at a bakery, and right, they were only letting about two or three people in. Everyone else had to wait outside. And yes, with the stores that did have an entrance and an exit, definitely a nice way of keeping people from bumping into each other.
All right. There were some lines yesterday, mostly at, look, there's our store. That's going to be the big one.
I can't wait for that one next week.
I know one side of the building is entrance, the other side of the building is exit.
That's right.
And so that's when I'm pretty sure they're going to be keeping a a close watch on. The longest lines we saw yesterday were probably at Rolla Sandwich, and they had a few marked off, and then after that, people were self-distancing, and they seemed to be doing a very good job. So, because the lines were all the way from there, were all the way back to Once Upon a Toy.
That's right. Yes, everyone's respecting the rules. Everyone understands the situation. Everyone is enjoying their time. And definitely the longest lines were at the restaurants for sure. Yeah.
There's some new rules. The biggest one, as far as when you're shopping, is cashless payments. They are not taking anything other than debit, credit, and gift card. If you come into Disney Springs with cash, you will have to go to guest relations and have that switched over to a gift card in order to be able to purchase anything at any store.
That's right. And I believe most of us use cashless payments anyways, for the most part.
For the most part.
That's right.
So. And nobody carries money anymore. They don't even know what the green stuff is.
That's right.
There are a few rules. The rules here are what was on one of the doors. I would say less than 25% of the stores were open yesterday. There were not very many people there. It was quiet. So, we do have some specials. We have some resale listings that have not been released. They won't be released till tomorrow, so you guys are getting the very first sneak peek. So take a look at that and contact us. We'll be happy to help you. Okay, we're going to take some questions. Alex, you want to take the first one?
Definitely. Roseanne, hello, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. And yes, the hand sanitizing stations were not sure how many feet apart, but you can tell you would be able to easily find a hand sanitizing station. It's the hand washing stations with the actual pump on the floor that were a little bit farther apart. We only saw only a handful of the actual hand washing portable stations, but definitely the Purell stations were very frequent. So if you did want to put some Purell on, you'd be able to find it fairly easily.
Yeah. All right. Our wonderful hostess, Christina Catherine, wants to know, in the stores that had lines to get in, did the inside appear to be very quiet inside, or were they letting in too many? They were quiet. They were very quiet. I mean, it's still 25% maximum here in Florida. I think it's getting ready to go to 50%, but there was only one or two stores that had lines at all. The restaurants had lines, and they were doing a great job of manning it and getting people in and out and keeping the count low.
That's right. And
Right.
okay, the next one, Mary, I hope you're having a better luck on your phone, but Mary was having looks like trouble on her laptop, and I hope you do have better luck on your phone. Kathy McKinnery Schmidt, agree about the hours. Sure would make things easier for everyone. Wish we were there. I hope you will be here soon, Kathy. We'll be planning for next year soon. Looking forward to being home. Thanks for this video. You're very welcome, Kathy. We're just happy to be sharing our first day, the first phase of the opening at Disney Springs, because it's very important. You know, it's a home away from home for a lot of us. Sometimes it's just nice to stretch our legs, even if that.
Kathy, Wednesday, the other Disney stores will be opening. The actual Disney stores, not the third-party stores, will be opening. Alex and I will be back there again. So hang around. We'll be back in trying to do some more videos and bring a little joy to everybody.
That's right.
So.
And yes, Mary, we did see the pictures of the families of the families that were grilling hot dogs in front of Cookes of Dublin.
I don't know if that was a real picture or not.
Was it? Yeah, I know, right?
I
Would they
don't know.
really be grilling out there?
I
I, th-
don't think I was
I
that
think
one.
they know better. I'd have to do a little bit more research on that one.
We had a question, what was open at Disney Springs? Let me see if I can get this. There, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot open. The Four Rivers Cantina food truck was open. Anthropology, and I didn't even see anybody in anthropology at all.
Mhm.
The Art Corner by Artistic Talent. Basin, which I was supposed to head over there and didn't make it. Blaze, we had lunch there, and it was simple, easy in and out, and plenty of seats for a change. The Boathouse, Chappelle Hats, Chicken Guy, and they had a good line.
Oh
They had,
yeah,
they had a really good line. Columbia Sportswear, Crystal Arts, the Earl of Sandwich, biggest line. The eyewear shop, uh, the Aaron McKenna's Bakery. That must be where you got your cookies and didn't tell me.
yes, that was after you left. You left a little early.
Free People, yeah, Free People. I'd never even heard of that store, but I did find it yesterday because I wanted to see what it was. The Frontera Concina. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The Happy Hound, Joffrey's, which was very busy, as well as Starbucks. Lucky Brand. Diamonds International was supposed to be open, but they weren't open because Alex was going to buy me earrings and they weren't there.
I know. Next time, maybe next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Pandora, Paradiso 37, Pele Soccer. We saw a few people with bags from Pele. Planet Hollywood, but they didn't open until 4. The Polite Pig was doing a kick and bar business. The
That's
outside
right.
bar, when you come down off of the escalator for the Orange Garage, was also open. Pop Gallery, Ron John Surf Shop, Royally Yours by Airbass Brothers, Sanook, the Savannah Bee Company, Sosa Family Cigars, and they stunk. STK, STK, they had taken the whole outside area and set up very nice tables, and they were doing a lot of seating outside. Alex, remember that's the one that's across from the restaurant that had the little tiny stools that we were making
That's
fun
right.
of?
Which was Marie and Enzo's.
Yes. Yeah,
Maria. Enzo's.
SDK
Okay.
is a really good steakhouse. Sugar Boo and Company, Sunshine Churros. I don't think they were open because they were right there by the bridge, and I looked a couple of times. T-Rex, they were open. We did a video from there.
That's right.
Uniqlo, maybe? Uno D50, they were open, but I didn't see anyone in there either. Vulcan, Vera Bradley had a line. Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill, but they didn't open until 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that. One Bar George and Zara. So that's what was open. There wasn't a whole lot there. And hey, Tandy. I did not buy the Hawaiian flower plant, but I think I'm going to go back and buy all 4 of them because I think it's a really cool idea. I've never seen them. The guy said he's been there for 5 years. I've never seen him, but those were really cool. So. All right, you're up, Alex.
Awesome. Carmelo Joseph Rizzo. What about individuals with disabilities such as an autistic child? How are they handling that? At the moment, with the whole social distancing going on, as you know, Mickey and Company, Disney, they do take extra special care for those that do need extra special care. Um, and at the moment, not really sure how they would handle that because of the social distancing. But they do have plans, I'm sure, to take care of autistic kids. Um, but again, not exactly sure how they're going to handle that at the moment, Carmelo.
Yeah, they haven't
Um,
said it from what I've heard.
that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm sure they will have something planned for sure.
And I'm going to kill your name. And Good Chodosh. I'm sorry. I probably just killed that. Were there cast members around to remind people to keep their masks on? Absolutely. Because we saw the one cast member have the gentleman pull it up over his nose. There were quite a few cast members. The president of Disney was there, but we couldn't find him. We would ask somebody, "Where's he at?" And they were like, "Well, he's around here somewhere." And we're like, "Well, what's he have on?" But we couldn't find him. We were trying because we did a
That's
lot of
right.
work trying to find them. But yes, there are a lot of cast members, and all of the cast members had um, hand sanitizer with them. So if you did want extra sanitizer and you couldn't find the hand washing stations, they did have it, and every one of them had it on, and everybody was happy. Everybody was smiling, or at least it looked like they were smiling under their masks. Because yes, I was smiling for pictures under my mask.
That's right. You can only tell with the eyes that they were really smiling. So, and everyone was just happy to be there, cast members and visitors alike.
Yep.
Christina, Catherine, did you notice anyone not following protocol? Just a handful of people, like the ones we just talked about. The older gentleman wearing his right under his nose, I believe it was, and just one not wearing it at all. But everyone understands, the current situation, and everyone is wearing their masks 100% of the time, except when sitting down to eat. So yeah, everyone is, for the most part, following protocol for everyone's safety and health.
Tandy, what she says, they're at Flower and Garden every year. We had one at our old house. He told me they were at Flower and Garden every year, and I need to send you a message so you can tell me how they grow, because I want to know if they get tall, if they get bushy, or how long do they flower. He was giving me some information, but if I can get it firsthand from somebody else other than a salesman, I'd be happy to do that. But they look gorgeous.
That's right. He did say he was at Flower and Garden maybe what, the past 15, 20 years or so?
Something like that. And he'd been there on the bridge for 5. I've
That's
never
right.
seen
Carmelo, good to see you again. With all the rules, did it feel less magical? Well, I would say maybe just slightly. I mean, this is a new world for everyone to get used to. So less magical, maybe slightly.
I don't know
Um,
about less magical. I would, because there was nothing open
yes,
and
that's
there
right.
were people there and there weren't activities. I
Hmm.
don't think it was because of the rules. I think it was because of just just weren't a lot of people there. There weren't things weren't going on. Doors weren't open. You couldn't go in shops.
Yes, I think it's going to get a lot more magical once the world of Disney opens up.
Oh, it's gonna be a hot mess next week. And we're gonna
That's
be the
right.
first ones in line.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys need to let us know what you want to see next week, what pictures you want. Um, you know, what do you guys want? Let us know so we can make sure to take care of everything you guys want to see, and we'll have a drink for you. I mean, we'll walk around for you. We'll do whatever you guys need done.
That's right. Your favorite drink, for sure. And David, how does it feel to have the places that are open all to yourself? It's different for a change, for sure. Definitely a lot of attention from all cast members, and
Yeah,
yeah, kind of nice at the moment.
there were a lot of podcasters. Ulu Mangello from WW Radio was there. Beth from her that does a lot of live streaming. She was there. Um, Pete over at the WDW was there, but there were so many people walking around with their phones on sticks that those are podcasters, those are bloggers, those are streamers. There were probably as many of us as there were almost of other people walking around. Alex, what do you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everyone wants to share the first phase because it's important for everyone that's not local, that's all over the world, that's waiting for Disney to open up. And everyone wants to see what's going on, the new changes that are going to be implemented by Disney to keep everyone safe. So yeah, it's going to be a change, but it's going to be for everyone's safety for sure.
We wanted to share what we saw with you guys. We hope this little bit was informative and helped, answered a little bit of questions, gave you a little bit of insight as to what we saw. We will be back over there next Wednesday. If they let us in again early, we'll be there at 9:30 walking around. The store's open at 10. We hope to get in World of Disney, and maybe I'll get in a little shopping at Co-op. And, if Co-op's going to be open, I have to go.
I'll carry your bags, B. Okay.
Okay, good. And maybe I'll make it to Basin. So hopefully with the more stores open next week, it'll feel more like Disney again. That was just the only thing I missed the stores open.
With every phase that Disney's going to open up with, it's just going to feel more and more magical. And yeah, everyone just can't wait for everything to be as it was, because eventually everything, I believe, will be as it was. With more safety protocols, but everyone's going to feel at home.
Yep. All right, guys. Again, we will see you all next Wednesday. Check with us. We'll be in and out, on and off, in different places during the day, doing live feeds. We do have a special. You all get a sneak peek. It's starting tomorrow for Memorial Day weekend. Any current and former military or current law enforcement will get free closing costs on any contract that they purchase through this weekend, which is Memorial Day weekend. We have 3 new contracts up here that aren't even on the website yet. They're just for you guys. So check it out. We hope to see you next week. Please let us know what you want to see next week. Bye.
Definitely. We'll be around. Thank you, everyone.